What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of the Hella Average Gamescast. I'm your co-host Cam, alongside, as always, Carmen. What's up, brother?
Just got done busting caps in the cabal, dog. What have you been up to?
You already know. I've been with you since 12 yesterday morning, or this morning, I guess. It's been a long day.
Yes,
we'll be talking about some Destiny later. Jeremy, what's up, buddy?
I'm tired, man. It's way past my bedtime.
Me too. I think me and you both got to work at the same time tomorrow.
I'm an old man. I got to be in bed by 3 every night.
I ended up going to bed at like 4 o'clock this morning.
Whew. I had to get up at 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, so you went to bed, or I went to bed when you were getting up.
Pretty much.
Terrible. So, Jeremy, tell me what you've been playing, man.
I was playing some more Bulletstorm, and I also jumped back into Crash Bandicoot.
There you go.
Yeah, I cannot beat that one fucking polar bear level on the second game.
Where you're riding the polar bear?
Jeez, I hate those goddamn things. You can't control them.
I really like the run levels. They're one of my favorite levels in the game.
I hate them. I can't do them. I ended up just going on to the third game.
Oh, did
Damn,
you?
Jeremy.
See,
Yeah.
I can't do that. I have this thing, like something won't let me skip. I just have to finish.
I want to, but I tried those fucking levels like 50 times, and I just can't do it. And I'm like, I'm going to get my money's worth out of this game. I'm never going to beat the bridge stage. I'm never going to beat the polar bear stage. We're just going to have to see what the third game holds for me. So far, so good, but we'll see.
So you're still liking it? It hasn't wore out its welcome on you yet?
Oh, no. Oh, I still love it. It's just frustrating as fuck.
All right, I'll send over a video, and I'll show you how to run the ropes on the bridge. It's easy.
Oh,
you'll get there.
yes.
Simple as sucking sugar.
Please, too. I need to cheat.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Destiny launched last night, or technically this morning at 12 a.m. So at 11:30 last night, I was playing Crash because I had one level left in Crash 2 and the Neo Cortex boss fight. So I ended up beating Crash 2 10 minutes before I started playing Destiny. So I'm at a stopping point, so I knew that was good for me. So I wouldn't be picking up Crash for a while.
Well, I think last time you got Destiny 1, you didn't touch anything for a long time.
Oh, no, I probably won't touch a whole lot for the next year or so. Well, I'll be touching more now because we got, reviews and stuff, but,
So the sun did not kiss your skin for 3 months after Destiny 1 came out.
Your eyes of vampires hissing when the sun came out. Carmen, tell me what you've been playing.
Dog, we've been running it on Destiny. We've been having a real good time on there. So, the game is well done, and I don't think I'll be playing anything else. I actually pulled Overwatch out of my PlayStation since I got a Pro, and now I'm just hanging out.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We got to tell the world that you now are the proud owner of a 4K gaming machine.
Whoa.
Boom bap, baby. Let's go.
Now, was your PS4, was it a launch title PS4?
Yeah, it was an OG.
Okay, that's what happened to mine. Mine ended up kind of shitting the bed on me, so I got it running long enough to go to GameStop and got me a Pro. Never looked back.
Yeah, they gave me really good value for trading it in. I mean, more than what they sell retail, so I don't know how they do it, but thank you.
Jeremy, you still got a regular one, don't you? You never got the Pro, right?
Yeah, I'm the only one with a non-Pro back here, but I don't have a 4K TV, so it doesn't make sense for me to get one.
Yeah, if yours doesn't mess up, or unless you buy a 4K TV, there's no need.
Besides, I just bought this one a little over a year ago when I broke my old one moving in.
That's right, I was actually there when that happened. Fell off your mantle.
Oh, I felt my heart jump out of my chest.
We went to Target that day, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, like 5 minutes later, I was in the car. I was like, I've got to have one, man.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, if you need something to do, you're not just going to sit there in your living room and just stare at nothing.
Especially since I didn't have any TV or cable for like 3 days. I had to do something.
Yeah, most definitely.
I played a little bit of Lawbreakers, too. I forgot to mention that.
Matchmaking get any better?
I've been having trouble. I mentioned finding matches, so I sat there on this time. It took me about, 3 to 5 minutes to find a match. But then once I got into the match, it was 5 on their team and 3 people on our team, so we're still waiting for 2 more people to match in. And that took another probably 20 minutes of us just in the warm-up mode.
Oh.
I went like 6 and 8. The game is fun. Playing it now, I don't now that the news worn off, I don't think it has the longevity that it did when we initially were talking about it. It seems like it's falling off. Matchmaking is getting a little bit longer, and they are supporting the shit out of it. So I'm anxious to see what they're doing with that. They got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe, but it just doesn't seem like it's gonna. I don't want to say survive, but it's gonna not be one of those long running titles that we're an Overwatch.
I anticipate that you probably won't go back to this for a long time now. Destiny's out, and I don't think it's going to survive that long. Not with Overwatch out there, Destiny 2 just coming out, and as soon as Player Unknowns gets up on the PS4 and Xbox One, I think it's going to die.
Yeah, and you've got this year alone for shooters. You've got Destiny, which just came out, and it's everything that people wanted and more. You got Call of Duty coming out. Everybody's excited about World War II.
Yeah,
and you've got the new Wolfenstein, and it's just too much.
Yeah, there's too much competition, and it doesn't stand out enough. Overwatch has longevity because it stands out. This just it fades into the background.
Whoever came up with the idea of a first-person MOBA shooter was a genius. It just works so well. And I think the same thing. The reason Destiny's got its niche is because it's an MMO first-person RPG. They all have their sticks, and then obviously Call of Duty is your OG Twitch shooter, and then Battlefield is your large scale, vehicle combat and war. So you can see how the major titles kind of fit into their own niche, and that's how they make it.
Yeah, and Lawbreakers really just doesn't do anything new or noteworthy to, justify its, sticking around.
Yeah, I mean, so it's definitely still fun once you get in, but I just don't see the longevity that I thought it would have had originally.
Yeah, and that's if it were just a single player only game with not a huge multiplayer aspect, it just being fun would be enough to warrant people's purchases. But if this is all it's got is multiplayer, people have plenty to choose from, and it's just really not going to give them that much, really.
Yeah, totally agree. And honestly, now that Destiny's here on the horizon, man, watch out. The first person shooter, the genre is getting thick. But I can't stop thinking about Destiny. I'm addicted to this game. I'm hooked, Jeremy. I'm hooked.
I know Carmen couldn't stop playing for 5 seconds to do the podcast.
Might still be playing.
Just has it on mute.
Just kidding. No, I'm too loud with the controller. I like to flick the R2s and L2s, so we wouldn't have a good show. All you'd hear was click, clack, 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 clack.
Are you playing it with your spanking brand new controller you got, or has you not gotten it yet?
I don't know, man. I got one controller that doesn't have rubber on the left stick, and that one feels the best.
I was talking about the one you were talking about last week.
Oh, the Scuff? No, it hasn't come in yet.
Ah.
I'm still waiting for an email to tell me that it's, being built or that it's shipped. I don't know what the process is going to be. I'll have to look again. But once that gets here, it's on, man. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do. I got to kind of retrain myself on a few things, but I can adapt pretty well. I just force it. I just, stick to a controller setup, similar to, you guys hate on Bumper Jumper, but the day I decided to do it, I just said, you're going to just start the game. You're not going to press any buttons. You're going to change your controls, and that's how you're going to play.
Fuck Bumper Jumper. Then I started up Destiny, and then I played like a real motherfucker and jumped with X. But let's get the Destiny talk out of the way. Jeremy, feel free to chime in with any questions you might have, because I know this isn't up your alley.
Yeah, I'll just be over here taking a nap.
Yeah, but we got to talk about this. I beat the campaign. Me, Carmen, and our buddy Will, all got on at 12 a.m., hit X as soon as the timer went to 0, and the servers were instantly at capacity. So we waited, I would say, 15 minutes. We played, I played about 4 hours then, and then came up. We've been playing all day, on and off. It took us, I'd say about 12 hours to beat the campaign. Just the main story and a couple of, side missions and stuff that you have to do. And it is a perfect example of Bungie, a developer, taking all the feedback and listening to what their fans asked for and correcting the mistakes they made with the first one. This game is amazing. Not only as a sequel, it does everything right, but if you just take it as an entity in itself, this game is fucking phenomenal. I'm hooked. The shooting is fantastic. There's nostalgia because at the beginning it tells you all the milestones you hit with your character from Destiny 1 if you played. I mean, the strikes are good, the missions is there, the story's there, the voice acting is on point. I don't know what to say bad about this game. I don't. I'll find something eventually, but as of right now, my fanboy is just oozing out of my pores.
Yeah, the complaints, if any, will come when Endgame really starts, which will be a week from today. So we'll see, any glitches, any loot problems. Right now, the game progresses you very well. Like, every time you do something, I feel like you get better gear, and you don't necessarily get the things that are customizable yet, but you get, a new leg armor that jumps you up another 20 defense points, or you get a gun that's, 10 or 15 points higher. So as you play, like, I feel good when I play this game. And
yeah, I agree.
I think that, they took out a lot of the stuff that really bothered people. The story now, like, has a build up. It's, it comes in snippets. And I haven't seen the final cutscenes yet, and I haven't gotten to the end myself. I'm maybe a few missions short at the moment. I'm level 19. And, I like the way that they build it up, and I like the boss. What's his name? Dominant Gall?
Dominus
Gall. Oh, I tried to give him a real name. But yeah, so he's super cool, reminds me of Bane. The speaker is a thug. He took his ass whooping, He didn't care. I'm enjoying it, and hopefully the raid bosses aren't super spongy like they were before, so, we'll see.
It definitely doesn't feel bullet spongy. It feels like they kind of mellowed out these characters or these bosses, and there's mechanics to it that doesn't feel like you're just shooting a giant-ass robot over and over. There's mechanics that you have to do, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like having to figure that stuff out, like, there's that part with the Minotaur that has, like, this white Vex shield, and then, you have to find that light that gives you a buff, and then you can go attack him for 10 or 15 seconds, and then, you have to loop back around, find out where the light was, and then rinse and repeat. So, it keeps you on your toes. I don't know, I get anxious when I play this game, and then you go down and you got all your call-outs, and, we try to play it at a high level, even though, we're just trying to have fun, but we want to play at a high level with this game.
Yeah, and the group we play with is pretty good. So, we'll be talking about this every week for the next 2 years probably. But the game so far, and I think Carmen's probably going to do a write up on the site, or one of us is. But go get it. It's phenomenal. You want a shooter? This is everything you want right here.
Yeah, it's definitely a definite pickup. It's worth. I mean, I bought the game with the expansion passes for $99.99, and it was probably one of the best $100 I've spent on my PS4. And I'm very I'm not tight about the games I buy, but I'm very critical on what I say is a great game for the PS4. I still think Resogun is a top 10 PS4 game. So, and that's a game that I still play today that I got when the PS4 launched. So this is a game that ranks just as high as that. And playability, quality is phenomenal.
Yep, there's not much else to be said about it. And also, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving a physical copy of Destiny away on the PS4. It's going to be over Tuesday. So when you hear this on Friday, you've got till Tuesday to go to our page on Twitter, or to our account on Twitter. You're going to find the poll or the message. I think Carmen might retweet it back out. And just like, follow, and retweet it. And you might win a copy of Destiny 2 for the PS4.
Definitely check that out.
We got a couple of new releases this week, guys. Obviously, Destiny is the big elephant in the room, and we talked plenty about that. But what about a little Knack 2? Anybody hear about that?
I've heard it's actually not bad this time.
Yeah, I heard it kind of did the same thing where it I don't know what you would say. It kind of improved upon itself.
They definitely said it improved, because the first one was just forgettable, bland, and boring. They said this one isn't fantastic, but it's also not bad. It's actually pretty good.
Good, and it's a platformer type game, right?
Sequels, though.
What'd you say, Carmen?
It was a terrible game. The first game was terrible.
Yeah, I never played it. I was just going on what reviews it said.
As my boy Will would say, it was atrocious.
Atrocious.
It was a
rushed.
launch title. It launched with the PS4.
Yeah, it was rushed to get out in time for launch. That might have been one of the reasons why it was so bad.
But it's
So,
a
I mean, it's a
platformer
big
of some
joke that
sort,
they have a
right?
sequel.
Well, I mean, it's I think it actually made money. I really do. It might have.
Did it? I could see it doing that.
Yeah, I think it did.
I mean, you had the most popular system to date launching with only like 3 games. People were bound to pick it up. I didn't,
of course.
but still.
And at launch, I mean, what did they really have? They had Knack,
Shadow. They had Killzone.
The new Killzone, yeah.
I think they had Thief also.
Was Thief a launch title? I don't remember.
I think it was. I think they had like a NBA game. It was a bare bones launch. All I know is I got in there like 6 months later.
I bought. I think the Battlefield 4 had came out for the PS3, so it came out for the PS4 like the same day it launched. I think so. I got Killzone and then ended up getting Battlefield right after. So those are the two I kind of stuck with at launch.
I think Infamous was a launch title. If it wasn't, it launched a week later because it was very close to release. I know my first games I got for my PS4 were Infamous, Killzone, and Thief, but I'm pretty sure Infamous came out like maybe a week after the launch.
Yeah, I know it was right by it. I just can't recall off the top of my head if it was.
But that was far and away their best launch, quote unquote, title, Infamous.
Oh, absolutely.
Then I'd say Killzone and then Knack at the very bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. And
that
Killzone
at
game
the
was
very
phenomenal.
bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's got a cult following. I think that's why this game is kind of still.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I like the way it looks. It's got a cool art style.
I like the character. I like that it's like a collection of things, but it just didn't do it.
It was a missed opportunity. They had a lot to work with, and they just didn't do anything with it.
Exactly. But there's a sequel. If you guys play it, let us know your thoughts on it.
I'd play it for free.
Yeah, there's it might. I think Knack went to the PS Plus 1 month, so yeah, I'm sure it'll be there one day. I'm not. Don't quote me. Don't take me to the bank on that, but I feel like it did. Jeremy, you might have to help me pronounce this because you might know about what it is. The Udawarmuno Mask of Truth. Udawarmuno.
Oodles and noodles.
Udawarmuno. Udawarmuno.
Don't know that one.
Udawarmuno.
Go check out HellAverageGaming.com under the news tab to see what the fuck this is. It's spelled UTAWARERUMONO. Mask of Truth. See if you ever seen it. No clue what it is. It's it just looked fun to pronounce, and I failed.
Is it under news?
Oh no! So don't go into the Hell Average. I haven't got it posted yet.
Oh.
Let's see if I can find it here.
What system is it on?
PS4 and Vita. Looks like it'd be right up your alley. It's got an anime feel to it.
Yeah, Udaware Romano, Mask of Deception, and Mask of Truth. Yeah.
So that's new.
I've never heard of this.
It's
Udaware Romano is a game for the PlayStation, and it sounds very similar to Ray Romano, a comedian.
Sure, you do a pretty good Ray Romano impression, don't you?
What is this? Some kind of strategy game. Why would you even say that? Why are you some kind of an idiot?
Oh, that's worth it right there. That's worth the price of admission right there.
Oh.
It's like the next in a series, so I think that you need to play other ones to play this one. It's got an anime drawn style. It's a first person perspective. Yeah, if this is your bag, go for it. I'm surprised you haven't heard about it, Jeremy.
I've never in my life heard of that. But then again, a lot of these fly under the layer. It was made by Atlas, and they make some damn good games.
Lego Worlds came out for the Switch, so the Switch got him a new game this week. It's got a couple, but that's a big one.
Those
Double
Lego
Dragon
games are
4.
pretty hot, though.
Yeah, Lego games are always, kids love them. Even adults play them. I mean, it's got its market on two different fronts.
Yeah, I watched a stream for Lego Batman, and I was like, man, why haven't I ever picked this up? And then I still haven't convinced myself to buy one, but man, it looked pretty damn fun.
Besides that, you got Double Dragon 4 on the Switch.
Ugh. Not their best Double Dragon, though.
Oh, do you think they did any remastering or anything? Or you think they just ported that bitch on over and said,
Oh, no. It's just a straight port. There's no need to remaster anything. It could be played on an NES, so.
Okay. And then Monster Hunter Stories for the 3DS Friday. I'm really excited for that Monster Hunter game that's coming to America because I've never played them, and I think this would be a good segue into that.
I'm somewhat interested. I played one Monster Hunter a long time ago on the PSP. I can understand absolutely why people like them so much, but I don't know if I could get back into it. It's one of those where there's no actual objective. It's just killing monsters to get materials, to make more weapons, to kill more monsters, to get more materials, and so forth and so forth. Which, that's cool if you like the grind and all that, but I don't know if I could get back into it. Or into it at all.
I definitely want to give this one a shot, just to see, because I don't know anything about it, like other than the basic concept of what you're doing. You're hunting to track a monster down. But, you know, it's huge in Japan. It's one of their biggest type of like, franchises. So
it does well in America, too.
Yeah, so it's got to bring something to the table, you know?
But also, the vast majority of them are on handhelds.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think it's going to do exceptionally well on a console now that you can have like dedicated online servers and shit.
Yeah, that's really what you want is the dedicated servers to make it run smooth as butter. But for other than that, for new releases, that's about all we've got that's worth mentioning.
Not a bad lineup.
No, it's not terrible. I'll have the entire list on the Hell Average website, hellaveragegaming.com, under the news tab. And I think that we already talked about the Xbox Games with Goals of the free games for this month. But I don't think that we covered PlayStations. And if we did, hey, I'm sorry, you're going to hear it again, okay? But PlayStation has a really strong lineup this month. They got Infamous Second Son leading the helm of their free titles. That's huge.
I've been saying they needed to make that a free game for a long time.
Yeah, we've talked about it at work, and I've said it time and time again. That should have been a free game long ago. The next one was supposed to be Child of Light, or they released the wrong list. It said that Child of Light was going to be on there, which is a really good game, but it turns out that there was a wrong list. So the next one is Strike Vector X. Then we've got Truck Racer, Handball 16, We Are Doomed, and Hatoful Boyfriend.
Oh, Hatoful Boyfriend.
Hatoful Boyfriend.
That is a weird fucking game. Jesus Christ.
Is it kind of like that anime style as well?
No, it's you know what a dating sim is?
Oh, yeah.
It's a dating sim where you can date photorealistic birds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you date pigeons and ducks and owls, and they just took a dating sim, just replaced all of the boys or girls with birds. Except you're human.
That's really fucking creepy.
What the fuck?
I know. Apparently, it's like people like it as like a joke. It's like a meme at this point.
You don't like that pigeon tang?
God, seriously, gotta tap that owl
Why
booty.
the fuck is it $9.99 then? It's $9.99 originally.
I don't fucking know.
Bruh, it's because you can't fuck a bald eagle any other time.
Dude, it's the internet. There is a kink for it. Trust me.
I don't know, but fucking a bald eagle seems to be the most patriotic thing that you can do if you're an American.
That's how you love your country.
At least top 3, yeah.
Gotta drink
CBR
while you're doing it.
Yeah, it's only great American beer. But, yeah, so we got that, and like just because Infamous leads the helm, I think it's got a better lineup than Xbox. So, you know, for just a quick recap, you got Forza 5, Oxenfree, Hydro Thunder, and Battlefield 3 on the Xbox. So nothing that's just jumping out like a must-have, you know.
I gotta go back to Battlefield 3.
That would be fun. I mean, I can't lie, it would be fun, but you know,
with all 6 people.
Yeah, I mean, by this time they probably hacked the servers, and you know, it's just a shit show. But that's it. So go grab your free games because they're free. Why not? Pad your libraries. One day you're gonna want something, and you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I did download that." And you're gonna be super fucking happy. And if you didn't, then you'll be super fucking sad. So video game news, guys. We didn't have a whole lot come down the pipe, and most of the news that I've seen is Destiny related.
Oh yeah, it's full. Destiny 2 news is in abundance.
Right. So we're going to try to stay away from that for now because it's just there's tips, tricks. Here's this Easter egg. Here's that. Here's what the developer's doing. Yada yada yada. But Jeremy, you said that Uncharted beat out Mario in the UK, right?
Yeah, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy in its second week beat out Mario Rabbids on the Switch in its first week in the UK charts.
That's wild. I didn't expect that to happen, to be honest with you.
I'm stunned, actually, especially since, I mean, the Uncharted game isn't bad. It's good, but it's just more Uncharted versus a brand new IP on the hot new Switch. I'm stunned that it didn't beat it. Rabbids didn't beat Uncharted. I'm stunned.
I wonder how it's doing in the U.S. right now.
I would bet you it's the reverse in the U.S.
Okay,
I would say
that.
I haven't seen it, but I bet you Mario Rabbids is beating Uncharted in the U.S. It's got to.
Well, you would think. I mean, so it's just weird seeing because the Uncharted is supposed to be basically an add-on or a DLC that they turn into a full game, and it's doing really well. And I'm not surprised. It's Naughty Dog; they do fantastic work. But man, this game is doing really good. I think it's even surpassing some people's expectations.
I mean, based on those numbers, it definitely has to be. There's no doubt about it. I mean, the Uncharted series is great.
Plus at this point, Naughty Dog has just become like one of those golden boy studios to me, where just whatever they put out, it's going to be good.
I agree. I kind of get that feeling.
It has a strong following, and this Mario and Rabbids thing, it has to pick up. Now, watch it progress, and when Mario and Rabbids 2 comes out, which it definitely will, because they're going to milk it. The game will do better.
I think Mario Rabbids will do very well on the Switch. It's not going to break any astounding numbers, but it's going to do well enough that it's going to get a sequel down the line.
Oh,
it's going to be
without a doubt.
It's going to be a solid Switch title.
It was funny. I was checking out Giant Bomb for their episode this past week, and they were talking, or one of the guys was saying that it could be a Game of the Year contender, and I was just like, man, thank God I'm not the only one in the world that could think that. You got some big time in the know people who think that too. Even if it's just one, I'll take that.
Yeah, they're still wrong.
It's I'm actually really excited to play it. It's going to be one of the games that I'm going to get when I get the Switch. But by the time I get my hands on my Switch around holiday, there's going to be a bunch of fucking games to play, like a lot of hours.
Are you going to play Mario and Rabbids over Odyssey?
Oh hell no!
And I've also got Zelda, which at this point, do I want to put my time into Zelda with all this other stuff, or do I want to wait, later on and have the definitive edition with all the DLC and stuff? Who knows?
I mean, you played the better version of Zelda already on the PS4. It's called Horizon.
You're right. I agree.
So,
bum. Let us know your feedback. Tell us what you think.
Yeah. So, I just don't know if it would grab your attention. I think another game would grab your attention before that, and then you probably wouldn't play Mario and Rabbids until it hit like a clearance sale or it hit, like a flash sale. That would suck you in if you get your Switch around holiday time. It's not a must buy.
Okay, there you have it. From the horse's mouth, Carmen Trusenti. It is not a must buy. Don't touch this game on the Switch. Just wait for Mario Odyssey. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Well, if you have a Switch, it is a must buy because there's not much else to
buy. What else we got, Carmen? Didn't you say you saw something?
If we're going to talk about Nintendo,
lawsuit?
they lost their lawsuit over the Wiimotes, and I just think it's a bunch of horse shit.
Didn't we have all our eggs in Nintendo's basket for that?
Oh yeah,
and then they
Nintendo
lost.
never loses. Nintendo will fuck you up in court.
We're pieces of shit.
They have a very good track record in court. They have lost a couple cases, but it's not often. But
it's just people trying to dig in their damn pockets.
Oh, I absolutely agree. This is a bullshit lawsuit.
All of a sudden,
yeah.
You want $3 or $4 per unit sold? Go fuck yourself.
I think they're gonna end up getting money from Nintendo, but it's not gonna be the $10 million that they were awarded. I'd say they might get $1 million, like $1 million, at the end of all this.
Still at the end, I can't believe Nintendo. It makes me wonder, did Nintendo even throw their resources at it, or they're just whatever,
Going after a console that is 2 generations back for them. Seriously, you're gonna come after me for the Wiimote and the nunchuck, bro? Come on, get out of town.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel there, I would assume.
Yeah, like when they started launching these videos and you saw the way this game was being played, why didn't you just jump on it then?
Absolutely, I agree.
I mean, you're at these trade shows. You see these things before anyone else does. It's not like, they started teasing it just to the public audience. Other companies saw this well before that. And, they didn't step up then and say, hey, look, like, we have something like this already, and I think you're infringing on it. Nintendo still doesn't think they infringed, which is funny to me. They're like, you know what? We didn't do anything wrong anyway, so if you get your money, you get your money, and if you don't, then, oh well.
I don't know. I don't know why you'd want to sue Nintendo. I don't even know why. We live in a world now where it's just the cool thing to do to sue people.
I know.
But it is what it is,
You bought the same shoes as me, dog. Suing you. Those are my shoes.
You know who else gonna get sued though? Is Capcom.
Why are they gonna get sued, huh?
After their Street Fighter Anniversary cartridges catch fire.
I don't know
People
what
are
I was
gonna
listening.
lose their houses over $100 cart.
Yeah, I was listening to one of the podcasts I listened to, and they're like, it literally says on here, it will catch your system on fire. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what would be amazing is if you do like Ken Shoryuken, the one that catches on fire, and then boom, your console just lights up.
So, for those that don't know, Capcom's releasing a special anniversary edition of Street Fighter 2. It's this nice red cart, it's cool as fuck looking. It's $100. It's definitely not worth $100 in my opinion. But I guess the way the new technology or whatever compared to the old technology, it is a fire hazard. It says on there it can cause your console to catch fire.
Yeah, this is a fail of epic proportions. This is a renowned video game studio with decades of experience, and they are incapable of making a fucking Super Nintendo ROM hack cart that doesn't light on fire. People do this all the time online, every day, making ROM hack carts that do not catch your system on fire.
Yep. I think the reason behind this one is it's red. I think that's the key. They shouldn't have made it red.
It's that fire red, dog.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
Yeah, but me and Jeremy were talking off the air before we got started. And just how is this even acceptable? Like, how is that even, like, okay for you to say, like, you can play it, but you're going to lose your house in the process, so shoot all the Hadoukens you can before it catches on fire.
That would be... Could you imagine that talk with your insurance adjuster when your house burns down? What was the source of the fire? Well, I did a Hadouken, and then boom, my house went up.
Then they're going to just run you in for drug tests and sobriety tests, and then they're going to think that you burnt your own fucking house down for the
They're going to be like, oh, so you were running a meth lab. That's what Hadouken is.
Hadouken, that's Japanese for blue meth.
I don't know, I can see like you get before the judge, and he's just like, let me guess, Street Fighter 2 cartridge? Yep. Alright, you win.
Terrible. I mean, the worst part is
look
that
into
people are
this a
going to
little
buy
more.
the
I
shit
want to
of
see this where it says it on the cart. I have to see this, just so I can have another giggle. Because, like, I just can't believe it.
It's like when you look at a packet of cigarettes and it says, warning, will cause cancer.
Well, that's different. Like, you would expect to get a product like this if you're selling
it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. Like, this is ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this comes from a warning. I'm looking at the page now. And the warning, use of this reproduction game cartridge on the SNES gaming hardware may cause the SNES console to overheat or catch fire. The SNES hardware is deemed a vintage collectible, so please exercise extreme caution when using the product and make sure there is fire extinguishment equipment nearby. Use of the product is at the sole risk of the user. Because I always fucking play video games with the damn fire extinguisher right by my side.
Oh, God. Who made this cartridge? Krusty the Clown?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Oh, it's like that episode... It's like that episode of The Simpsons where he's sitting there, like, giving that disclaimer. It's just like, we knew Krusty Goo Goo brand gum-like substance contained spider eggs, but the Hansa virus... That came out of nowhere.
It's literally, Jeremy, a game within a game if you play this game. Like, you'll play this game, but you're risking it might catch on fire, it might not.
Oh, it's Russian roulette.
It's like a Saw movie. Shit.
I'm dumbfounded right now. Like, I'm literally, like, staring at my microphone with my mouth
Oh, my
open.
God.
Like, I honestly almost don't know what to say.
This is like the dumbest fucking thing I have ever heard in the history of video game news.
It's so dumb that it keeps people from talking about the $100 price point, which is blowing me away as well.
I know. But maybe
crazy.
that might be the point. Hey, we're going to release this cartridge. It's going to be super expensive. Let's make it catch on fire. No one will care then.
Yeah, $100 turns into $150,000. Like, they're going to... Oh, my God. Like, guys, like, I can't even fathom this shit. Like,
It's hilarious.
Nationwide is on your side.
I'm waiting for the black guy from 24 to do a Allstate commercial for someone whose house burned down from playing Street Fighter 2.
but you got to think, like, people are ignorant. And, like, some kid is going to be like, Mom, I have to have Street Fighter 2. And Mom's not going to know dick about video games or even know that this warning exists. And they're going to pull out this fucking dusty SNES from the attic that hasn't seen the light of day in 20 years. And they're going to end up losing their damn house.
No. It clearly says right there to keep fire extinguishing equipment with you.
Yeah, that's gonna be their get out of jail free card when they're sued. It's like, did you have a fire extinguisher with you when your house burned down? Not our problem.
Do you even have a fire extinguisher in your house?
We warned you.
Bro, if my house goes up in flames, I'm just calling 911.
That's right. I'm out.
I might turn the sink on or something and try to clog it up with a few paper towels, but shit.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. You know.
Oh, hell no.
I'm sure that plenty of collectors are. They're probably going to actually do pretty well with this, but
it's not going to be worth shit. It's worth $100. Like Jeremy told me, it's worth $100 any day of the week, especially on Sunday.
Like I said, if I wanted something collectible, I'll go on Amazon or eBay. I'll buy an actual legitimate copy of Street Fighter 2 for like $50, and I'll play it on my Super Nintendo and not catch fire.
Absolutely.
I would love to see that in the seller profile. You know, when some people are selling the old original version, just, you know, this is fire free.
We'll see. I mean, I can't wait to start hearing about this on the news. Actually, you know what? I don't even think this will make the news, but I just think it'd be hilarious if somebody's like, video game catches house on fire.
It is going to happen.
Rank up there with the people that got hit by cars playing Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Hey, at least this isn't Nintendo's fault. So Nintendo's been scot-free for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
We haven't had to open up the Nintendo corner.
Yeah, there's no Nintendo this week. I mean, the lawsuit really, I can't blame them for that. I was on their side.
That blew me away regardless, you know. Like, yeah, nobody expected to see that coming.
But remember, guys, SNES lives matter. Do not put this cartridge in your console.
At that point, you're ruining history. It's like burning the Declaration of Independence or something. Just don't do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I would hold a funeral for my SNES if it burned out on me.
Speaking of, just like a quick side note, what night was it? Friday. Went to the gym. My roommate's brother came to hang out with us, and we were all just sitting in the living room, and we broke out the Super Nintendo again, and we played Jeopardy. And we played Super Mario World. Was it World? Yeah, Super Mario World. Let me tell you, first off, Jeopardy. We ended up playing the computer. And with all four of us, plus Google, the computer still beat us. I'm not kidding. I'm not even joking. It was terrible.
That thing is cheating like a motherfucker at that point.
That game is tough.
If a Super Nintendo AI from 94 can beat Google in 2017.
I don't know how people played the game back then without Google. Like, it blows me away. Like, some of the shit that the questions they asked, like, nobody knows this. It was crazy.
You can't think on that time frame. You can't think back to only in this set era. Like, in 2017, like, if you watch, like, 1994 Jeopardy, you're going to be spitting out things that are in current day time for answers that don't make sense.
That's very true. Like, if you were to play, like, Family Feud from, like, 1994, and they ask, what's a good gift to give your dad? You're not going to throw on their iPhone. They don't exist yet.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't think about that.
But you guys still should have won.
Yeah, I know. And, like, you know, some questions we could get, like, pretty straightforward, but then some were like, you know, who said the quote, yada, 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 and you type it into Google, that was nothing.
Well, that was Jerry Seinfeld.
Obviously, yeah. Well, I said Weird Al Yankovic, and that was wrong. Apparently he wasn't born then or something. I don't know. Right? Just got, who knows? But the kicker is that we cut on Super Mario World, and I fucking sucked. But my girlfriend, Michelle, she killed it. She slayed it.
How did you suck at Mario World?
I don't know, Jeremy. I died no time. Couldn't even get through a level.
What?
And Michelle slayed it. I know. It hurt my pride. And Michelle slayed it, dude. Like, she went through the whole first world. Man. Like, I was just sitting there dumbfounded. And, like, yeah, I had a couple beers and all, but, like, I just couldn't get right. And then, so, like, I felt like a failure. It hurt my heart.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore, man.
I know. I could play Mario's all day. At least I thought I could, but I wasn't doing it that night.
Like, dude, I played on my 3DS not like 2 days ago, and I'm easily able to beat the entire game plus the Star Road.
Oh, not me. I played Mario 3D on the 3DS, and I can do good on that, but for whatever reason, I was not doing. I don't know. I think what it was is that I just had Crash Bandicoot muscle memory, and it was just fucking me up. At least that's what I'm going to say, you know?
The game was super relentless, though. Like, one pixel in the wrong direction, and you were flattened. You know.
What, in Crash?
No, in Mario.
Oh, no, this is one of the easiest Marios.
No, I know it's one of the easiest, but it was still relentless.
Oh, I can easily just wipe the floor with Mario World, but Crash kicks my ass. I think that's a way harder game series there.
Maybe I'm just backwards, but I can slay and Crash, but I was not doing. I was getting fucked up. And then my own girlfriend showed me up. How do you think that goes in my... Hey, what do you think I hear about that, huh? You're not a man! I'm better at Mario than you! Or something like that.
She was sprinting through the levels and you
That's
were
at least
just
what
like
I heard.
pussyfooting, tapping the D-pad, trying to get past the little shell,
terrible,
little Koopa
man.
shell.
So, yeah, but that was just, it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings as a gamer and as a man. So I gotta figure out how to redeem myself sometime.
Play Mega Man X.
Yeah. Well,
That's
whenever
a good platformer.
Whenever I get done with Destiny, I'll throw me a platformer in there and I'll knock it out of the park. Also, speaking of Destiny, the servers, they ran really good, by the way. Like in news, but the servers were smooth. Great launch. And, some games are notorious for launching bad. And Bungie seems to know what they're doing with launches.
Yeah, they did the damn thing.
What else for news? Did we get anything else? Oh, PUBG. PUBG, it's killing it with downloads and users. What did you say it got up to, Jeremy?
Over 10 million.
Crazy. That's
not
ridiculous.
bad for a game. That's pretty damn good for a game that's not even done.
Yeah, it's not even out yet. It's early access. This game's coming to Xbox this year.
It's out. We can't say it's not out. It sold 10 million copies.
Well, I mean, so it's technically not released. It's not a release title. It's early access.
Yeah,
under the early access
they're not gonna make
moniker.
You rebuy it. You have the game at this point.
The correct lingo is saying it under the early access moniker is not released yet. It's not a full release of the game. I'm not playing a semantics game. I'm just telling you how it's supposed to be read.
If you sell 10 million copies, your game is out. It's way out.
It's coming to Xbox this year.
I'm so worried about that.
And then it's coming to PlayStation next year. As of right now.
I don't think that it needs to come to console.
I think it does because I want to play.
It's going to be really hard to manage.
We'll see. I mean, the
Have
concept
you seen the inventory and the way people move the inventory so damn fast with a mouse.
Well, you're not going to be playing PC players on the PS4. You'll be playing PS4 players.
Yeah, you won't be able to do cross-play. But when everybody's on a controller, it just kind of evens the playing field. I mean, I see what you're saying. I don't think it's a hard port. I think that they'll have to do some tweaking.
I think the mechanics just don't work with a controller.
They're going to tweak it. I mean, I'm not doubting that the superior version is going to be the PC version. It's obviously going to be, but people on the PS4 want to play. There's a much bigger console audience out there than the PC audience. And it's a huge game, and they want to make as much money as possible, so they're going to port it onto PS4 and Xbox One. And, us peasants will be able to play each other, and the PC elites can play each other, and just go from there. And then Switch can just sit there and do whatever the hell it does.
Yep. We'll see. I mean, it has to be executed damn near flawless for it to work on the console.
It'll suffice. I don't think it's going to be fantastic on the console, but it's going to be good enough on the console.
The thing is I can see this, and just hear me out here. I can see this being a console seller. Here's why. Say you've got somebody who's heard about this game and, is dying to play this game, and can't play it on the PC or whatever, but happens to have an Xbox, or wants to get it. Let's say they're going to think about getting an Xbox for Christmas, or a game console. Let's say, I mean, this game comes out, they're like, oh shit, that PUBG game came out that I liked. I'm getting this console. I could see it being a console seller for Microsoft until it becomes on both consoles.
I don't think it's going to be a console seller. I think people who have console or want consoles more or less have them right now. It's more of a PC game, in my opinion. It's gonna sell a lot of units on Xboxes, but no one's gonna buy an Xbox just to play PUBG.
You think there'll be a Microsoft PUBG bundle, since Microsoft jumped in and is helping develop it right now? I
could see that. They made a Minecraft bundle. I could definitely see them doing a PUBG one.
I think they're going to push this game to be one of their big titles, like Minecraft was.
Yeah, but you're not going to see I don't think you're going to see a sharp drastic increase in Xbox Ones because of PUBG.
We'll see. I'm on the other side of the fence. When it comes out, we'll have to, look at the numbers and the NPD and see what's going on.
You'll see a small increase, but it's not going to be anything just, oh my god, they sold 140,000 times the amount they normally do because of PUBG.
Yeah, I mean, and it's coming out this year, and it really doesn't. There's nothing else really coming out from Microsoft, that's blowing the doors off. I mean, you got Cuphead, and I think Cuphead, even being an indie title, is going to be, a console, help boost console sales. So we'll see.
I doubt an indie's going to help. Cuphead's going to be a damn good game, but it's not going to sell for Xboxes.
We'll see. I'm not saying I'm not going to go on a limb on that one, but I do think it's going to help sell or be a point of advertisement or pushing Xbox.
Yeah, it's a feather in their cap. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. So we'll see. Microsoft doesn't have a lot, so I'm thinking that's going to be a big deal. And if they do it right, that's going to blow the doors off. But Carmen, I can see what you're saying, and there is a small margin for error.
There's a lot going on in a game of that magnitude.
And part of the appeal of that game is that jank to it, that unpolishedness to it. It's not trying to be something, phenomenal. It is what it is, and that's
it's not trying to be a survival Call of Duty. It wants to be this rough edge game, and it's mark my words, PUBG will take the H1Z1 scene.
Oh, I agree.
Sure it will.
I mean, if they're not backpedaling in their studio wondering what they need to do to H1Z1 to top them, then they've really lost their marbles.
Well, the H1Z1, the battle, whatever their mode, was actually created by Brendan Green too. That's where he started. So, I don't think that H1Z1's not hurting, because theirs has been out for a while. And, the guy who made theirs is actually making his own game now. So yeah, PUBG's going to outshine it, but he still did the one for H1Z1, so that's pretty cool. He was a modder for that and Arma, so H1Z1 has a Battle Royale mode that he made as a mod. And then he decided, well, fuck, I'm just going to make my own game. And he did. And you see what happened.
It's a success, and I mean, it's a success to come to the console, so I'm not knocking that aspect. If you can appeal to all three audiences, then you've done it.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is, go watch videos. If you got a PC that can play this game, get this game. It's fucking fun as shit. You're going to love it.
Yeah. I get hyped watching people play, and when they win, I'm like, fuck yeah. Winner, chicken dinner, motherfucker.
Yeah, you got me a chicken dinner, motherfucker.
Yeah, I get so hyped. I'm like, yes. I mean, I watched a streamer jump out of his seat and run to go kiss his girlfriend in the other room and then come back to Twitch.
That's where memories are made, son. That's all I got for news. Y'all got anything else?
I don't, man. It was a real slow week. We got on that hype train, and we've been chugging along since. So we'll see what happens over the next few weeks. And,
we're going to be on that hype
start
train
picking
for a
up
while.
Towards holiday.
Absolutely. That's going to be a big time of the year. And we're going to be riding that hype train for a while.
Yup.
Jeremy, we got an antiquity show coming up this Wednesday, don't we?
I believe we do.
You going to give a little sneak peek of what we got coming, or you just want to keep the title a secret?
I'll give a little throw a little bait out there. It's gonna have to do with a little time period called the 90s.
Oh, okay. Everybody loves that time period, huh?
And a console that most people probably never heard of.
Dun, dun, dun. There we go. I'm excited. So, if that piques your interest, make sure to check us out Wednesday on SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, and listen to a Hell Average history lesson, okay? Jeremy's got all the knowledge you could ever need. And without further ado, Carmen, why don't you let them know where to find us?
You can check us out on our website, hellaaveragegaming.com. We're posting all our news, our reviews, the podcast, any updates we have. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud. All the links will be in the description below. Definitely check out our Destiny 2 giveaway. Like, share, retweet. All of that will help your cause. And like always, stay hella average.
Good night.
Bye night.